All right, so we have an incredible amount of items being produced at the moment. We have so close to everything that you can ever imagine needing in a mall. But we're still missing that little bit extra. So this episode, we actually have up to 10 items, I think, that we are going to need to be absolutely good and up and running. I've been showing my polar setup a few times. It is still not fully complete, but it is complete in the matter that it has all of the items in interstellar logistic stations. So I know now what I want to build, what I want to be made available at all times, and right now it looks like we're missing 10 items. So we are going to just get going, get as many of those as possible kind of worked with, and then we'll see where we are at the end of this episode. Maybe we'll finish them all this episode, maybe we'll need another episode. Let's get going. Okay, so first and easiest thing to build is our spray coaters. So we're not using these at all right now, but I think we're probably gonna need to use them going forward. So I'm just gonna build with the expectation that we're going to use them. So right here we have steel or iron, I guess. I wonder if we... No, we're gonna need steel anyway. Okay. So do we have steel in any of these? I think we do. We only have iron in both of them, right? Yes. What about you? You do not have steel either, but we do have a free spot here, so we can put in steel. So yeah, that is the steel. What else did we need for this? Circuit boards. Do we have that here? We do have circuit board on this one, and those are coming out there and coming out here. So I don't really have an easy way to get that out though, do I? Okay, and there we have it. Now we have spray coaters going in here as well. So that's good, and then we can continue to the next one. The first few here is going to be quite quick because we already have everything that we need for them. So the next one we are going to need is the fractinator. And the fractinator needs... Should have put the steel on the other side of this. Okay, that's fine. More or less stuff that we already have. I find myself being in the same situation as I was in Factoria playing this game, where I no longer use the actual ways to build items. I just copy things that I've already built, and as soon as I don't have what I need to build something, then it's just annoying. I'm not using the menu down here anymore. I just look for something that I need that is on the ground, and then you hold shift and click on it, and you just get it automatically in your hand. So we need these guys. That is the glass. We should have the processors probably from over here. To be honest, processors should probably have been first, but that's fine. That's fine. And then we want to have steel. No, steel here, I guess. That's 3 of those, and we'll place you down. Preferably at least slightly straight would be good. Do that. And what else are we missing? We have everything except for the stone bricks now then. Stone bricks we had over here. And now we have the fractinator. This is really weird. I always feel like this should be called refractinator, but it's just fractinator. Just messes with my head every time. Okay, looks like our limiting factor here is actually steel. That's interesting. I guess that will be solved once we can run it as pilers out of the interstellar logistic stations. Looks like we're actually running a little bit low on steel even. Yeah. That would explain it as well. Don't think we need to do anything more about that. So that is the spray coater and the fractinator. Next up is liquid storage. I somehow just missed that. I'm not sure why and how, but sure did. And we are going to actually place that right here. And you should bring steel out of this somehow. Here do we have easy one that we can steal from? You know, steal. So funny sometimes. Just hilariously funny. Unhinged how funny I can be. So go over there and then we'll do that. I want to reuse this stone, so I'm gonna put this guy here. Then we're gonna use you, and then on this side we are going to get the glass. Of course I built this, no, I didn't build it the wrong way. So we just need some of you, and then you go there. Place all of these. Give myself some power, and that should be liquid storage as well. We are just flying through these. So, do we have any more easy ones that we are going to do? I'm just checking my notes here. We have some traffic monitors that we need to do. Those seems fairly simple. And that is that. Let's put the fractinators, no. The storage tanks here. That will be good. And then is the question, what do we need for the traffic monitors? More or less everything that we have over here already. So I'm just gonna do this. I usually try to not have it overlap with this part of the planet, but in this case I guess we're gonna make an exception. One exception we can do. So that is the glass that we need. We also want to have steel, which we can take from over here. We could have one of you guys. Can place that. Guess there works. Get you to go here. And we need, I think it was electronics, right? Yes. Those we should have right here. And that's those done. Okay, so I'm back on the other side of the production. We were just building over here before. Now we are building over here, because these are a little bit more complicated things. What we need now is the geothermal power plants as well as the mini fusion power plant. Mini fusion we should be able to just set down. I think we already have all of the items that we need for that. So if we go and we have, for example, what do we have here? We have steel there. But that's not what we need. We want to have those things. Okay, so we're gonna need that. We're gonna need these, which is the titanium alloy, and then we will need the blue magnetic thingies, which we have here. We can take from that. It's actually too close to everything here for me to place a tower. Okay, then let's build on this side instead then. I have such a tendency to just start micromanaging. My attention span for these kind of games are just zero. You'll see me constantly just changing up what I'm actually doing. So that's those, the blue ones we have. I'm fairly certain we should have the processors here somewhere as well. Yeah, right there. We will do our mini fusion ones. We will have steel coming in. How much do we need of each? Mostly titanium alloy. So we want to have the processors, which we will get from... Didn't you have processors? No, it's this one. So this guy will deliver processors to here. And then we're gonna have the carbon nanotubes, which we put here. Bend around, go there. And then we're gonna have the blue ones and the titanium alloy as well. So the alloy, did we put that here? No. And there we have our fusion power plants working as well. Already having a few of them coming in there. Is there anything else that we can do here? You guys are slowly getting stuff, I guess. So that is our fusion plant. Next one that should actually be easier, I would think, is the geothermal power station. But we're actually not having everything that we need for that. So it's still going to cause us a little bit of a headache. Mainly because we're not having these photon combiners. They're not hard to build by any stretch. But the fact that we don't have them already, that's kind of weird. Didn't really expect that. But yeah, we're also gonna need those for the ray receiver, so we might as well just get that built. Okay, it took me quite a lot of headache to get this working, but now we actually do have everything here that we need. This guy is running a little bit... Why are we not outputting? We're supposed to be that guy. There. Now we have everything that we need for these guys. So they have all of the copper, they have the steel, they have the subarmagnetic rings. And what we need next is the photon combiners, which will go on this belt, and then they will put it into this interstellar thingy majingy to be supplied all over the world. Do you know how hard it is to actually weave belts like this? Spaghetti is an art form, people, and I have mastered it. This planet is almost fun to run around. Except for these. You get stuck on these everywhere. And they kind of bind you in some places. Like here you have a little nook where you can't really move any other way than just straight backwards. And if you're kind of scrolled out and focusing on something else, you're always gonna get caught in that, man. Every single time. Okay, so that's our first row of inserters, I was about to say, but productive thingies, assemblers, I guess we call them. So let's do this. You there, and then you here, I guess. And then we'll just take all of this, and we're gonna build at least one row extra. Maybe even two, probably two. If we get 3 here, then we should be producing way more than what we actually need. I have a feeling. Woohoo! I have a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. So what do we need here? We need the prisms as well as the circuit boards. So prisms, circuit boards, these guys. Okay, so there we have a whole production chain up and ready to go. So we just need to make sure that these guys are locally demanding, both of these. Go for like 3K. 3K for you. Local supply. That is pretty good. Make sure that everything is on storage. And that should get these guys up and running as well as soon as we can get the last few things into here. Yeah, let's see. So we need you as well. And there we go. That should get us our productivity. Yeah. So that means that the geothermal is done as well. So let's head back and let's see what else we have left on the old list to do. I actually have way more space than I thought. It's kind of good. Yeah, these guys will just have stuff coming in here and then we will see them actually be able to produce as well. I like it. I like it. So what do we need more now then? Well, we're gonna need ray receivers, we're gonna need EM rail ejectors, and we're gonna need vertical launch silos. So everything that is related to ray receivers and whatever it's called this. Ba ba la la ba. We are talking about the Dyson Sphere, of course. We are talking about the ray receiver, we are talking about the EM rail ejector, we are talking about the vertical launch silo, all related to our Dyson Sphere. And also things that we are going to want to have available to us on all planets, so that we can easily set up a new Dyson Sphere if needed. We will then have all of the actual production for the Dyson Sphere, so the small rockets, the solar sails. I don't remember what these are bringing with them. Are they bringing frame material? I think they're bringing frame material, so all of that stuff is gonna be separate on another planet. But we wanna have the actual buildings here, for sure. So how do we do that? Well, is any of them needing either copper or those weird things? These needs the weird things. And that's about it. Okay. And if you place that there, we can't actually get the other stuff on here. So that won't work. Okay. All right. Let's bring you further up this way. Yeah, we're not winning very much space doing that. Wonder if there's anything else we could do to gain a little bit more space. These we can probably get rid of the endings of at least. That should help partially, maybe. Not really. Still can't really reach to here. If I do this instead. Okay, so ray receiver are a little bit more involved actually. They need the photon combiners, they need high purity silicon, and we are also going to need some... Guess we can just bring that out from here. So we're gonna need some of these processors. That's the least of what we need. So let's put you here. And then when we have the processors, we are also going to need the blue guys, which I think we have those here actually. So we could get those out somehow. Right here. You go there. So that's blue guys, and then we just need steel as well. Take you out the back. There, and then above here, down below, and let's see, you should go here. And that's the steel as well. Our biggest problem right now is that we are not really producing that much, so we actually don't have any steel here. We're also out of a lot of other stuff. Usually the processors are more or less out constantly. in general, we're just a little bit behind on production, but other than that, we're doing alright. Other than that, we're doing alright. All of these are getting what they need now. So that is the ray receivers. What do the EM ejectors need? Steal those. Oh, I kind of wish we put those here then. Okay. That's fine. We need steel from over here, I guess. So let's split you. Is there anything else that we need? Yeah, we're gonna need to bring in a lot of stuff for that. So let's just continue splitting these. I know that we're kind of cutting down these to the point now where they are not really going to be able to saturate this. We'll manage, we'll manage. So EM ejector, steel, gears. I have not seen gears here in a billion years, that for sure. Can I please build something on this side? Like, why do you guys have to be so annoying? Can we see, do I have any small towers? Maybe I can place a small tower. No, they are also super limited. Because if I could have a small tower, then that would of course be an option. Would it be easier to place these on the other end? Yeah, we have like everything over here, don't we? So we should be able to just take it right here. So here we have gears, we need steel and processors and those ones. So that's unfortunate, but still that's actually quite alright. Thank you. Split that. Bring another round of gears here. Do we have steel coming in anywhere? Not there. Gonna need those though. So let's put you there. Bring those over here. And there we go. Now we have everything that we need for the EM ejectors as well. And that actually just leaves it with one more thing to do in this episode, and then we are finally done with our mall. Let me know in the comments if you think that this has been drawn out too long. I feel like that's the case. This took a lot longer than I thought. I don't know why I thought that building a complete planet as a mall would be even remotely close to fast. But at least I had that idea, regardless how completely wrong I was. Okay, so that should be everything. I think we are producing the frame materials already. We have the quantum ships. We do have the titanium alloy. Again, a lot of the issues we're having is that we're not producing enough. I will fix that in between episodes, because this is actually the last thing we're doing is this episode. And then we have the graviton lenses, where we need some diamonds, as well as putting those diamonds inside of a particle container, which should also be fairly simple because we already have the particle containers, and diamonds are like a dime a dozen in this game. So if I go here, can I open up my blueprint book, go to my tier 1 buildings and just select diamond and place that? Not really, no. I actually don't have a... I thought I had a diamond recipe, but apparently not then, okay. If we want to build diamonds, what do we need for that? Diamonds needs 1 to 1, 2 seconds, so technically we can do 30... 1 to 1, 2 seconds, yeah. So do we have anyone that is the same? Those are actually the same. Okay, so maybe that's why I remember us having diamond, because these are identical. So if I swap, can I just make a copy of this one? I wish you could duplicate them, that would be so nice. Let's copy you, make a new one. Not a book. Not a book. Empty blueprint. That one. Paste this one. Select recipe to be diamonds instead. And then have the logistics guy bring in energetic graphite and ship out diamonds. That should be pretty good. I'll click crystal silicon. No, we want to call you diamond. Make you into diamond. You can be one of these. Save that. And then we'll just place you there. And there we have it. Our crystals or our diamonds are now being produced. And the next thing, why are we not having power here? Power everywhere except for there. That's probably good. So yeah, that's diamonds up and running. And now we just need these graviton lenses. And that seems to be a bunch of diamonds and then one of those. So where do we place those? Do we have a long stretch somewhere that we're not using? I guess we can use that here. Get rid of that copper. And then just place it there. I think that would be quite good. We're kind of full on copper all the time anyway. So we can just bury those. Let me see. Delete those. Get you. Tell all of you to just go away. Can I stop you from actually gathering anymore? Can we go to 0? Somehow? No? Now let's do that. Let's get rid of you as well. And let's bury these. And bury you. Okay, so we can do these 30 machines long at most. That is the limit that we're having. So if I were to make them 30 machines long, how big is that? That would lead all the way up to there. I think that would be pretty good actually. Let's see if we have you going there. We need one more here. Okay, so decided to not be so stupid and actually use these small towers. I think they're actually... The benefit of them is that I think you can actually build them a lot closer. If you had items. Which I don't. But yeah, I think the length you can... As you can see that even these two are way farther... Jesus Christ. Even these two are way farther apart than these two are. And I think when they are the same, you can even build them even closer. So I think that should be pretty good. And we have set up at least one of these rows now. So we can get the basics up and running. Just need to make sure that we have... Why do I not get any inserters on the outside? Excuse me? Ah, this one is not actually connected. That would explain it. There we go. That's better. And then you guys do have all you need. Yes. So I think with that we are more or less good to go here. And there we have it. We have our gravitational lenses right here, our graviton lens right here. That means that we should see more and more production. In between episodes, I will go through and just make sure that we have enough resources coming in here so that we are able to actually produce consistently. Because right now you can see that a lot of our smelters are not actually running constantly, especially steel. I noticed we're really low on, and that's just because we don't have any iron. So we just need to mine a lot more iron and make sure this doesn't happen. Yeah, should be all right once we get that going. In the next episode, I will also go through this. I will set this up and we will make sure that it works wherever we need it. That should also be pretty good. So I do hope that you have enjoyed this episode. If you did, then click that like button. If you want to help me out, we're really close to 300 subscribers by now. So if we haven't already hit it, then I suggest that you hit it. And you hit that subscribe button, of course, to help me out and to show me that you enjoy what I'm putting out. So yeah, if you're watching this on Friday, tomorrow we'll be live on Twitch and also here on YouTube. So feel free to drop in, say hi. I'm always open for some discussion and some good gossip, you know. Thank you so very much for watching, everyone. I really do appreciate it. And until next time, bye bye, everyone.